Hollywood is full of handsome stars, but only any man made some of the world's most beautiful women secretly fall for him, without even trying. Carrie-Anne Moss, Sandra Bullock, Ana de Armas. They didn't just work with Keanu Reeves, they admired him, trusted him, and in some cases, never stopped thinking about him. But here's the shocking part. Keanu never chased the attention. So what did he have that no other actor did? This is the untold story Hollywood never explains. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive into what really happened. Stop scrolling, because this isn't just another celebrity story, and it definitely isn't about gossip or rumors. This is one of those rare Hollywood stories that feels almost unbelievable in today's world. It's the story of how some of the most beautiful, talented, and powerful women in the film industry openly admired one man, and how that man never chased the attention, never played along with fame, and never tried to turn admiration into headlines. That man is Keanu Reeves. From the very beginning of his career, Keanu has stood apart. While many actors carefully craft loud public images filled with scandals, dramatic relationships, and flashy lifestyles, Keanu chose a completely different path. He didn't rely on controversy to stay relevant. He didn't use romance as a marketing tool. Instead, he quietly focused on his work, treated people with respect, and lived a life rooted in humility. Ironically, this quiet approach made him even more fascinating. As the years passed, fans began noticing something unusual. Keanu's co-stars didn't talk about him the way actors usually talk about colleagues. They didn't just praise his talent, they spoke about his character. Interviews were filled with warm smiles, soft laughter, and moments that felt deeply genuine. Some actresses spoke about how safe they felt around him. Others mentioned his kindness, his patience, and his ability to make everyone on set feel valued. These moments didn't feel rehearsed or scripted. They felt real. And the internet, as always, noticed. Clips went viral. Fans replayed interviews. Comment sections filled with one simple observation. There was something different about how women spoke about Keanu Reeves. Soon, the question became impossible to ignore. Why did so many iconic actresses, from different generations, backgrounds, and careers, seem so completely captivated by him? Why did admiration follow him everywhere he went, even when he stayed quiet and out of the spotlight? The answer wasn't just his looks, though his calm presence and timeless style certainly helped. It wasn't just his success or his fame. The real reason went much deeper. People admired Keanu Reeves because of who he is when the cameras stop rolling. Because he listens instead of talking over others. Because he shows kindness without expecting anything in return. Because he treats admiration not as something he deserves, but as something he respects. In an industry built on ego, Keanu Reeves became unforgettable by having almost none at all. And that is why Hollywood simply can't stop admiring him. When The Matrix premiered in 1999, it wasn't just a revolutionary film, it was a cultural phenomenon that changed cinema forever. It introduced the world to mind-bending action, unforgettable visuals, and one of the most iconic on-screen duos in movie history, Neo and Trinity. At the center of this groundbreaking film was the undeniable chemistry between Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, a connection that felt authentic, raw, and timeless. From the very first scene, their interactions were electric yet grounded. Every glance, every gesture, every shared line of dialogue carried an undercurrent of trust and understanding. Even decades later, when Matrix Resurrections brought them back together for press tours, fans couldn't help but notice the same warmth and comfort radiating between them. Whether they were laughing together during interviews or sharing quiet moments behind the cameras, there was a visible ease and mutual respect that fans found captivating. It was as if time had only strengthened the bond they had formed years ago. Carrie-Anne Moss has been open about her experience working with Keanu. In interviews, she often describes him as gentle, thoughtful, and deeply respectful, a rare combination in Hollywood, where competitiveness and ego can often overshadow personal connections. She once mentioned that being on set with him felt safe, a feeling that is hard to come by in an industry known for its high-pressure environments. This sense of security wasn't about control or authority. It was about genuine kindness and attentiveness, qualities that make collaboration feel effortless and meaningful. Fans and media speculated endlessly about the nature of their connection. Was it love? A secret romance? Or something deeper that transcended the usual Hollywood narratives? While the curiosity was understandable, the truth is far more profound. Their bond wasn't defined by romance in the traditional sense. Instead, it was rooted in mutual respect, emotional understanding, and an unspoken trust. Keanu had the rare ability to make Carrie-Anne feel truly seen, valued, and protected, without ever using charm or theatrics. This kind of connection is powerful because it doesn't rely on drama or spectacle. It's quiet, steadfast, and enduring. The world may have focused on their on-screen romance, but the real story lies in the deep, lasting bond they created as professionals and as humans. In many ways, their relationship is a testament to Keanu Reeves' unique presence, one that inspires admiration not through fame or glamour, but through sincerity, integrity, and unwavering respect. Even decades later, fans continue to marvel at this connection, proving that true admiration and authentic bonds can outshine any headline romance. Few stories in Hollywood carry the weight of legend the way the connection between Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock does. Their paths first crossed on the set of Speed, a movie that would not only define their careers but also spark a chemistry that audiences immediately felt. On screen, their energy was electric, tense, thrilling, and undeniably magnetic. Fans couldn't look away, and critics were quick to note the compelling dynamic between the two actors. But behind the camera, the story was even more intriguing than what played out on film. Years later, Sandra Bullock revealed something that left fans stunned. She had a crush on Keanu during the filming of Speed. Her admiration wasn't just for his talent or fame, it was for the kind of person he was, respectful, humble, and genuinely kind. Keanu Reeves, in his quiet and thoughtful way, later admitted that he had felt the same. This revelation sent fans into a whirlwind of speculation and curiosity. The idea that two of Hollywood's most beloved actors shared a mutual attraction without ever acting on it became a story that fascinated audiences worldwide. But here's where the story takes a twist that makes it even more remarkable. Neither of them ever pursued a romantic relationship. It wasn't because they weren't interested. It wasn't because they didn't care. The reasons were deeper: timing, mutual respect, and Keanu's conscious desire not to complicate something that already felt pure. He never wanted to turn admiration or attraction into something messy, preferring instead to maintain the genuine connection they shared. Fans were heartbroken to learn the truth. Two people, who clearly admired and valued each other, chose to let life move on without forcing a relationship. Yet, despite never becoming a couple, the bond they shared left a lasting impression. Sandra has consistently spoken about Keanu with warmth and admiration, calling him kind, funny, and rare, words that perfectly capture the essence of a connection built on respect rather than publicity or convenience. Sometimes, the strongest love stories are the ones that never happen. In this case, the admiration and respect between Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock created a timeless narrative that continues to captivate fans. Their story is a reminder that not all connections need to be romantic to be profound, and that genuine human admiration can leave an indelible mark on both lives and hearts. Keanu Reeves' charm and influence didn't end with his early co-stars like Carrie-Anne Moss or Sandra Bullock. Over the years, a new generation of Hollywood actresses, talented, ambitious, and beautiful, found themselves equally captivated by him. Among them were Alice Eve and Ana de Armas, two rising stars who openly admired Keanu, not just for his acting, but for the rare and authentic qualities he brought to every interaction. Alice Eve, known for her grace and professionalism on screen, once described Keanu as quietly magnetic. She explained that his presence on set had a calming effect, instantly shifting the energy around him. It wasn't about charm or calculated charisma. It was about the way he treated people, the way he listened, and the natural kindness he radiated. For Alice, working alongside Keanu didn't feel like just another movie job. It felt like being around someone genuinely human in an environment often dominated by ego and competitiveness. Similarly, Ana de Armas, who first worked with Keanu on Knock Knock and later encountered him in various Hollywood events, shared her admiration for him. She praised Keanu for being respectful, intelligent, and emotionally present, qualities that are surprisingly rare in the film industry. Anna highlighted how Keanu could engage in a conversation without making it about himself, how he could make those around him feel valued, and how he treated everyone on set, co-stars, crew members, and even fans, with the same level of sincerity. This combination of humility and presence left a lasting impression, making him far more memorable than any flashy star. In Hollywood, where ego, power plays, and superficial charm often dominate, Keanu's authenticity stood out. He never flirted for attention. He never played mind games. He never allowed fame to overshadow humanity. Instead, he quietly demonstrated that genuine respect, kindness, and humility are not weaknesses. They are magnetic traits that draw people in naturally. This new generation of actresses recognized what so many before them had noticed. Keanu Reeves isn't just admired for his looks or his career. He's admired for the way he makes others feel seen, safe, and respected. In an industry obsessed with status and image, Keanu's authenticity became an almost irresistible force, proving that true charm doesn't need to shout. It speaks softly but leaves a lasting mark on everyone fortunate enough to cross his path. So why does Keanu Reeves continue to inspire admiration and even quiet fascination from women across generations? The answer isn't in his fame, his roles, or even his looks. It lies in who he is as a person, how he interacts with the world, and the quiet principles he lives by. Keanu listens more than he speaks. He observes, he understands, and he makes people feel genuinely seen. In an industry filled with ego, competition, and superficial charm, this alone sets him apart. Keanu treats everyone he meets with the same respect, whether it's a co-star, a crew member, or a fan on the street. There's no hierarchy, no favoritism, no power games. Everyone matters equally to him, and that equality in human interaction is rare enough to be magnetic. He carries unimaginable personal pain, losses that could have hardened or embittered him, but instead of letting tragedy define him, he chooses compassion and kindness. This choice to remain empathetic, humble, and generous in the face of life's challenges has become a defining part of his legend. He quietly gives back in ways few people know about, donating significant portions of his earnings to charity, helping crew members financially, and avoiding unnecessary luxury. Unlike many Hollywood stars who flaunt wealth and power, Keanu values people over fame, character over image, and humility over attention. This integrity, this consistency of character, is what makes him so irresistible, not in a loud, flashy way, but in a subtle, lasting, unforgettable way. While Hollywood continually changes its definition of masculinity and charm, Keanu Reeves remains timeless. He demonstrates that strength doesn't need to be aggressive, confidence doesn't need to be arrogant, and true influence comes from respect and humanity rather than theatrics. Women, and people in general, are drawn to him not because he tries to impress them, but because he creates an environment where they feel safe, respected, and valued. That safety and authenticity leave a mark that goes far beyond a single interaction or film. That's why admiration for Keanu Reeves isn't fleeting. Women don't just admire him, they trust him, feel secure around him, and remember him long after an encounter ends. In a world full of temporary stars, fast fame, and shallow admiration, Keanu Reeves stands apart. He is not just a celebrity, he is a legend, built not on controversy or spectacle, but on kindness, humility, and quiet greatness. And it is this timeless authenticity that ensures his legacy will endure, inspiring admiration, respect, and even quiet love for generations to come.